What is going on, button pushers? Welcome to the channel. It's been quite a while since I made a YouTube video. I've been busy with life, a lot of stuff happened, and I just didn't really have the motivation to make videos. I'm not going to bore you guys with the whole story, but I recently moved into a new place and I'm getting settled. Didn't plan on making YouTube videos till I got everything cleaned up, but clearly it's taking a lot longer than expected. So I decided, hey, why not just make a video? So excuse the mess in the back. Hopefully we get settled soon, and let's get started with the video. Today we are going to be talking about the Canon EOS R3. Is it a good camera in 2023? Is it worth buying compared to what's on the market now? Let's talk about it. So I have owned this camera since the day it came out. Well, maybe not the day it came out, but whenever it got delivered, I ordered it the day it came out, and I waited a little bit for it. It has been the best decision of my life. Next to the RS3 Pro, those two, that combo in itself is just absolutely amazing, and it's pretty much what I use for almost all of my videos. Now, I do discover some features on here that I never explored before that end up being things that make me love it even more, which is absolutely amazing. And it's really great to kind of rediscover why you love a camera, because, over time it's just like, oh, it's just the same old build. It doesn't feel any different. I'm getting really bored of it. But then you just discover things and it makes you really just love the camera all over again. So one of those features for me was actually the unlimited recording time, but it's not unlimited, but the recording time is limited to 6 hours, which is a really long time, because I was filming some interviews a couple weeks ago, and it was an amazing feature to have because I didn't have to worry about the R3 cutting off at 29 minutes and 59 seconds like most cameras do, because it was just 6 hours straight and I didn't really have to touch it. I just put it to the side, didn't worry about it, and I just kept my eyes on the R5 for that 29 minute and 59 second point, because the R5 does not have unlimited recording. So that is something that I really enjoy about the R3, and it was something that kind of I didn't think that I would need, but turns out I did, and when I did need it, I discovered it. So I love that about the R3. Again, like I've said in almost all of my videos regarding the R3, the quality still holds up. It is absolutely amazing, especially when you have good lighting, but that's really any camera. But I feel like sometimes the images that come out of the R3 are better than the images that come out of my Gemini or my Komodo. And it's kind of insane to say that, because I really love the look of the Gemini, and sometimes the R3 does better, and it's kind of weird that way. And I just really love the image that comes out of it. Now, that being said, there are some problems with the R3 that I wish would be a bit better. From time to time I do have issues with the autofocus. If it's set to like people autofocus and I'm trying to focus on like a food dish or something, of course it's gonna aim for the people, and it's an easy fix. I just have to change it, but sometimes I forget, it gets tedious. Or vice versa, when I don't have people autofocus on, I'm trying to focus on a person, it ends up focusing on that color, or starts switching focus sometimes. So it really depends on that, but most of the time it happens in lower light or non-controlled light settings. So it's probably a light thing, and it shouldn't be an issue for a lot of people, especially if you're in controlled light. For the work that I do, the R3 is really amazing. It doesn't miss focus a lot. When it does, it's just one of those tedious things that you gotta mention. And I'm always gonna mention this. The flipping screen is absolutely amazing. I love being able to use this, because when I'm running my gimbal, I can honestly just flip the screen up and down depending if I go high, if I go super low, if I'm just in the middle. Like it gives me so much screen time that I can see compared to the 1DX2, the 1DX3 that I used in the past. I wasn't able to really tell what I was shooting. I just kind of guessed it. And that's one of those things that it's just really good for. And I know a lot of cameras out there now do have an articulating screen, some of them don't. It is a really like luxury thing to have. It's one of those things that you really want. It's not like a decision maker for most people, but for me, hands down, one of the best things ever to happen on a camera like this. The colors, guys, the colors, oh man, the colors off of this camera are absolutely amazing. It's that Canon color science, that Canon C-Log 3. It's just, so amazing. I really love being able to color the images off of this because they're so simple to color, because out of camera already they look absolutely amazing, and just being able to throw a quick little grade on there and come out with something even more amazing and something that you really enjoy and didn't have to spend hours and hours and hours on. It's really nice because it allows me to speed up my workflow. It allows me to, focus on many projects at once, because the color is something that a lot of people end up having to worry about. But I feel like for me, using this camera, it's just so simple, so easy, and I kind of get like a really nice color that I've always really loved, that kind of resonates with every single type of shoot that I do. It doesn't matter what it is. I feel like Canon really nails those colors down, especially being able to change them up from the white balance and the tint in camera, just to make it that much more easy. Ergonomics wise, I really love holding this camera. Like, I can hand hold it from many different ways. Like, there's so many different things that I can do with it. It's not even heavy. Like the 1DX2 and the 1DX3, if you've ever used it and were thinking about upgrading to an R3 instead, or going mirrorless for the R3, it's not light like a Sony camera. Like, if I dropped the R3, I would feel confident that it wouldn't break. But it's not heavy like a 1DX2 or 1DX3 or some DSLR. It's that middle point right in between, and I didn't think that I would like it. I didn't think that I would like it at first when I first got it, but it grew on me over time. I don't like lightweight things, but trust me when I say, when I'm running it on the RS3 Pro, I'm kind of happy that it is as light as it is, because I'll be shooting on the RS3 Pro for a really long time, and it kind of just helps me not strain myself too much. Aside from that, guys, this camera is an absolute workhorse. I have used it on so many different shoots in the past year. It has made me a majority of my money. I would say 95% of my income comes from this camera alone. Now, it is kind of pricey, and it's hard to justify a camera for the price, but it really depends what you need. And I felt like the R3 was a perfect match for me and my work. And I tried the C70, I have the Komodo, I have the R5, I thought about getting the R5C. I've gone through a lot of cameras, but honestly, I feel like the R3 is that camera, that sweet spot for me, where I feel like this is the camera that I could use for the rest of my life and be able to just be confident in my work. The image quality is amazing, the lighting is amazing, the colors are amazing, and the ergonomics make me feel good. And it's not too heavy, it's not too light. This is like that Goldilocks and the Three Bears type, just right camera. This is that for me. And until they come out with something in the future that has literally the perfect specs that will never probably come out, because camera companies, if they do that, they'll never sell another camera, the R3 is kind of that for me. So maybe they'll make an R3 too, and we'll see how that goes. But for right now, in 2023, I feel like the R3 is going to be still my main camera. I don't feel like I'm going to be upgrading to any other camera, but I don't know, who knows? The camera world is kind of crazy. People make cameras all the time. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. It was a pleasure to make a YouTube video again. I can't wait to make more with you guys. Like, I have been itching to make a YouTube video. It's just the motivation's been low. Again, I just moved, so everything's a mess back there. I got to get everything organized. I'm sharing an office with my girlfriend, so we have her stuff over here and mine back there. So I'm just trying to avoid getting too much stuff and just trying to figure things out right now. So thank you guys for sticking around, and for those of you still watching my videos and commenting and supporting, I love you guys. You guys are awesome, and I will see you guys in the next video. Keep pushing buttons, stay awesome, and I will see you then. Peace. I thought I was gonna stop saying peace. This happens in a lot of my videos. You know what? I'm just gonna end up saying peace for the rest of my life. Okay, bye.